Hi, I'm Mark Polton. I'm a real estate investor in the greater Charlotte, North Carolina area. I'm what you would call a no frills, no thrills real estate investor. If you're looking for a guy with a shiny car in the back or a nice studio office or even somebody who's trying to sell you a 19.95 a month subscription to their newsletter, I'm not that guy. Try a different channel. I just left one of our A-class properties, which we have two A-class properties. This one was my wife's old house when we got married. It's a 2,200 square foot split level. It's got like five bedrooms. Easily make it six bedrooms, three and a half baths. It's in a very very desirable part of Charlotte, North Carolina. Rents for about 1,900 a month. It's consistently rented out. Nice corner lot, all brick, detached two carport with a shed. It's nice. The dishwasher had broken. My wife had purchased a Bosch stainless steel dishwasher. It was a really, really old model, but she got it for $50 off of Craigslist. Probably 3 or 4 years ago, easy. Right before we end up getting married and moving into my house. It's lasted, 3 or 4 years, and we definitely got our $50 worth out of the darn thing. Tenants reported that they saw some sparks underneath it. Looks like maybe one of the contacts had gone bad. I don't know. Anyways, I picked up a new dishwasher for $100 off Facebook Marketplace. It was right next to one of our properties that we had just purchased, so I was in that area anyways. And it turns out it's about a 7 or 8 year old model, I'd estimate, but it was a high end model. Very clean for that high end model for that year. Very clean, not a whole lot of wear and tear on it. And I just put it in. I would like to say that if it bothers you having to deal with something like a dishwasher going out or a clogged up toilet, that this is not going to be the business for you. They say that real estate is passive, and it's not a passive job. It's passive-ish. So we, I don't mind doing this because what it cost me $100, maybe 2 hours of my time, maybe three tops if we talk about all the travel and preparation and stuff like that. I still got $1,900, for the month, and the only thing I had to do is replace that. I replaced some water filters too there, just to keep the tenant happy. It is our most expensive property. So we exclusively use Bosch dishwashers, and you may be asking yourself why Bosch. Seems a little snooty. Well, there's not a whole lot of demand on the secondary used market for dishwashers. Most people don't realize what their dishwasher was worth, I guess, brand new. Most people buy a house and there's a dishwasher in there, and you know, they didn't buy it. Somebody else paid $1,000 or whatever it was. We can usually get, a clean Bosch dishwasher for about 100 bucks or less all day long. Not necessarily on the day that I want it, but within a week or two, between Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and um, maybe nextdoor.com, we can always find one. They're quiet, very very quiet. Most people won't even know that it's running until it starts draining into the garbage disposal, and they seem to last. They're easy to work on. I've had some lower end models, the really cheap whirlpools and stuff like that. They're just made so cheap that whenever they leak, whenever the motor goes or something like that, water just goes everywhere. If the floor is sloped backwards, water will just go, underneath the wall. We have one house where that happened, and it just wreaked havoc on the subfloor. We had tile in the kitchen, which we don't do anymore. This particular house did, and it just wreaked havoc. The OSB started to swell, but nobody knew because you couldn't see it. The water was just running underneath the wall. Never had that problem with the Bosch. Bosch is built very good. It's like almost like a tank. They're easy to put in. Spare parts are actually readily available, assuming you don't have to replace the actual pump. Very easy to get parts for it. Replacing things like the drain pump, which had to do that one or two times. Takes almost no time to do that. It's a very very simple process. Tons of like repairclinic.com will help you with that. So if you're going to get into this business, I highly suggest that you use Bosch dishwashers. I don't think you go wrong. Uh, buying the cheap ones just aren't worth it. They end up destroying your house, and they're just crap anyways. Why do you even want to bother with it when you can get something for about $100 that should last you a long time and has good quality? Anyways, I hope you go out there and live the you won't stop me lifestyle. I can tell you what, this is all about financial freedom. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Expecting my wife to come home at the end of 2019, maybe midway through 2020. We'll have more than replaced her income, and then I'm going to come home shortly after that. Anyways, I wish you success.